So Didi has had a diary session and she has a lot to say. Do you know that this diary session was all about Thandeka and Melie? Of course, what else is she going to talk about? But I like the fact that she made some things clear. But guys, Didi, I don't know what you're saying. Are you contradicting yourself, or are you telling us what we don't know already? Or is it because Smash has already exposed all of these things and now? Anyway, I hope you have liked the video. I'm tired of asking you guys to like the video. Please like the video if you engage. This is a reality TV show and not a personal thing. Enjoy the show and like the video just to appreciate the work I am putting into. Not necessarily because she's your fan, she's your fave, she's your whatever. Okay. Now, Didi had this diary session and she had a lot to say. Oh, but she's not feeling so well. We really wish her a safe and quick recovery. Okay. Yeah, because she isn't really feeling too well. Now, I brought you guys an update before, guys. I told you guys that Melie spotted her wrong makeup and all of that. And some people had some things to say. But me, I just gave you guys my own take. But did you know that immediately Didi came out of the diary room, Melie rushed to her. And there was something the cameraman did. He did really focus on that so well. Whether he didn't really want us to see much or he just focused on the other people. I didn't see anything there, but I'm like, why did he just go to her after the whole dairy session and all? Is this guy trying to keep an eye, or is he trying to, is anything? But right now, Didi said a lot, which I'm going to be telling you guys. Now, first off, she started with what happened, the fight and all, whatever, and explaining that it's not like she doesn't like sheep, and she never says sheep are boring, but she felt like there are so many sheep in the house, and it's really making the whole thing look somehow, and people don't really want to bring themselves out there. People don't really want to walk, but it's all about sheep cuddling and all. And I'm like, are you not interested? You came and you told us how much you like Melie. You even had a dream, and where what whether who was telling her in the dream about, like, she was really obsessed about this guy. She really had a crush on him, and because of that, the lady this guy was with, which is Tandeka, became like a rival to her. Yeah, it became a rival to her. So, guys, she continued to say that yesterday, because Big Sister was asking them, she said yesterday, she's so happy that people didn't really give her much comment because it was only one person that gave her a comment. I think the person wrote Gossip Queen or Gossip Wawawa, and that person could be Tommy. I think it was Tommy because I joined his diary session later, which I'm going to bring it to you guys, because when I joined, it was where he mentioned that Didi is a gossip, she gossips a lot, and all of that. Okay, so it was actually Didi that even wrote. It was actually to me, but her thing, she was like, "Yeah, it's only one comment I got, and I know exactly where it's coming from. That is referring to Tandeka and saying that Tandeka just got only one likes. That will prove to her that people don't like her, and that they gather themselves in groups talking about people, and the people they are talking about don't like them. That she hasn't really seen that kind of person before in her life. She hasn't met such person before in her life. Tandeka is this, is that. She said a lot of things about Tandeka. I'm like, you're still bitter about her. What is really the problem right now? What is really the problem? That Tandeka just wants her own, only herself. Okay, I think it was this other person that said that Tandeka is a lot. She talks down on people. She just wants only her ideas, only everybody should listen to her and all of that. And she's really not really fine buying that. That she's even tired of talking about it. Like, she's tired of talking. I'm like, okay, if you're tired, then don't talk about her. Don't what's the problem with her getting likes? Big sister only asked you about yours, and you mentioned yours. So why reference to Tandeka having only one likes and all? People may actually be like, now let me tell you guys something. You know that Tandeka is out there. Everybody in the house, she's seen. Okay, either as, oh, she's this, she's that. So when you ask somebody, when you put an option like this, because she's somebody that there is always a remark you leave about her, you want to write something, because she's like overly extroverted. Will I say overly extrovertism, or there are people they say, I too know. She's that kind of person that notice me, notice me. So when you're with that kind of person, if you see options like comment, do this thing, you want to say because you really have something to say about the person because they really figured her out. They really know that okay, this is who she is that she's like this or like that or like that. So someone like Didi, what do they even have? That's to show you that you're not the show. That's to tell you that Tandeka is the show. And if you watched all of their diary session, at least I've watched to me, watched Danny Jones, then Didi now. Tandeka, big sister will always ask a question because she's like she's the show in everybody's storyline. Tandeka is there. In fact, even before Biggie Didi was called, Biggie called Didi into the diary room. That was Ilano there. I don't know what she was all about. She was just trying to tell Dube that Dube has a way of what was the word she was using, justifying things and la 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 la. And I think Tandeka wanted to interject. She was like she was ready to like you know tell Tandeka before Biggie called Didi, and she just stopped. And I wanted to like, oh, what is it that Ilano wanted to say there? Because she just came to where Melie, Dube, and Tandeka. She said, Tandeka, Dube, you like justifying wrongs, you like justifying things, and boom. Like she was ready to maybe probably say something to Tandeka before Biggie called. So I guess that call stopped, breached the whole whatever we would have seen. Okay. So I'm like, leave her alone. That's who she is. If you don't really ever with her, okay, leave her. She said she doesn't like talking much, because she doesn't know how to express herself. If she talks so much, she's gonna cry and all. And that this whole narrative, okay, before that, she said something that it's not like she doesn't like a sheep and all. Okay. So Biggie asked her, is there any other thing? Is like, is there something you really want to get off your chest? Because she said, okay, before this, Biggie was like, she said, people call her, say she's gossip, because in this house, they are not talking about the outside world. There is no other thing they are doing. So all of them that they do gossip, all they do is gossip about each other because there is literally nothing for them to talk about. So there is nobody that doesn't talk about the other person. I was like, man, your own was too much. You had a lot to say. Are you sure Tandeka and Melie have not done this? Are you sure this people and like you had a lot to say about them because the obsession was really there. But it may be that nothing is permanent. It may be that all those obsession is gone, and it may be that all those crush is gone. Right now, I can even tell you that Melie might even be the one trying to not reconstitute in the way that he wants her. But okay, let me get to know her. Maybe because okay, because the way why would she just come out of the diary room and you're rushing her and you spotted what she did? So, like, but now she's all over it. She said she doesn't like Emily again because when big sister asked her, "Is there anything you want to get off your chest?" She said, "Yeah, she's been looking for this opportunity. In fact, she wanted it yesterday and all." Okay, and she said, yeah, there's this narrative of her liking Melie, wanting a Melie. That no, that she actually liked Melie from outside the house. She watched Melie season. She was still a kid then. Okay, so she liked Melie. That 2 weeks before the show, she followed Melie, I think, on the socials. So when they came to the house, she was like, whoa, I liked you, la 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 la. But that right now, no, 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 no. She doesn't like him anymore because she doesn't think both of them can match. I don't know if she was saying intellectually that probably their level of reasoning will not match. She doesn't think they are compatible because if she's talking with him, it's going to make her bring down her own level so that he will fit in. Yeah. I'm like, are you trying to say you're more intelligent or more articulate or more whatever than Emily? I said, oh, this girl has really finished Emily. Yo, you guys say she's a law student. No wonder. She has really finished in Melie. She said no, that she doesn't like being with people. But there was something she said she likes girls who are smart too. I think she still noted that maybe Tandeka is smart, but the only problem is that Tandeka is a lot and all of that. She said no, she can't. She really can't. She doesn't like Melie anymore. She doesn't think both of them can, easily, relates that she can't cope with him because it will always make her to probably, I'm just putting it in my own words, if you have ideas you bring it down so that it can actually fit into the level of the next person. I said, God, where do I faint? So all of this is, she said, it fits that Tandeka is okay for him, you know probably both of them. I'm like, hey God, Melie, you have suffered in this biggie's house. Oh, Melie, you have really suffered in this biggie's house. And she went ahead to say that the only one person she knows she has in the house now she can easily trust, she talks with, is Michelle, because two of her friends are gone. That's Offense and Dorado. But as for being up for nomination or possible eviction, that's anyway, somehow you feel somehow because you don't know exactly what's happening, and maybe yeah, but then whatever happens that you wouldn't know. Maybe on Sunday, Biggie is going to call her name, Didi, what's that? Yeah, whatever happens that she doesn't really want to say, talk about the universe now. She want to talk about God, who is bigger than the universe. So she leaves everything in God's hands, and whatever happens. I'm like, okay, fine. We've heard you, but if you can just leave Tandeka out of all of these, it's fine. And right now you're saying you don't like Melie like that anymore. You don't like Melie anymore. You can't cope with him. You guys are not compatible. He's not on the same level page or whatever with you, because you can't really maybe you guys can't flow because it's not going to add up, both of you. Okay, so can you just let them be? Because if I hear you again obsessing about them or talking about them, it's not really going to make sure. And right now, that is like Melie is trying to get closer to you, get to know you better, or I don't know his reasons, but we are watching. Like I told you guys that immediately she came out, she got out of the diary room, boom, that was Melie going to ask her what she decided on the wager. But they're all working on the wager literally. But then I don't know what to say now, because I don't know what to say. Let me just leave it at that. We are watching the show, guys. Like I keep saying, watch the show, enjoy the show. This is a reality TV show. We are not talking about Z, Young Papi, la la la. Apart from the reunion, nobody would have remembered them. We are not talking about Nate, BK, Bonnie B. So you are watching a show. Not, do you know that there are people who don't come to watch me again because of which season was that? I think it was Shia Mosha. You come to watch someone and all of a sudden you're feeling like, oh, this person, does it make sense? It doesn't make sense at the end of the day. Watch the show, enjoy the show, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, drop your thoughts in the comment section. You can criticize, you can comment, you can do whatever. All right, guys, share your thoughts in the comment section. I will see you in the next one. Bye.